Okay, that's how today is going to go. Thank you for those of you. Thank you. All of a sudden it went no sound, no sound, no sound. Can you hear me now? 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 Don, you never hear me. All right, excellent, cool. Thanks, y'all. I'm running the. Ew, I'm running the show by myself today. Poor Jetta Joe. Y'all know her as Teapot. She is sick as a dog. Her grands are sick. Everybody's sick. So I who's oh, that's nice. My laugh gave you life. That's cool. Well, I laugh a lot, so you may actually go backwards. You know, you may get so much life in you that you become a kid again, and that would be awesome. Now you're here. Okay, great. So, welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. If we haven't met yet, my name is Bernadette King. I am the creator and publisher of the award-winning, history-making Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck, which you will see cleverly over my shoulder here, a little bit faded out, because, you know, got to be marketing. And also the best-selling book, the most complete, comprehensive book about spirit, totem, and power animals that ever has been or may ever will be, because it's 702 pages, y'all. It's got 300 animals. Anyway, all that said, thank you for joining the live today, because it's a special day. For those of you that don't know yet, normally my readings are free. When I do live readings, I just read for free as a service to the community. And this time, every now and again, I will do fundraisers for animal charities that I support, because my main thrust in life, my sacred contract, is to save, rescue, rehab, save, release as many critters as humanly possible. And so I work with a number of different sanctuaries. So far for Mystic Jungle, and they're a sanctuary, well, they're a rescue, rehab, release place here in Florida, about an hour from me. Y'all that got hit with a tornado over last weekend, they were doing their own thing. There wasn't any even supposed to be rain, nothing. Poof, a tornado came through and ripped the shiitake mushrooms out of their enclosures. And their thing is really, they have a lot of big cats. Thankfully, everyone was safe. Every critter down to probably the crickets was safe. Every human was safe, thank goodness. But it did a couple tens of thousands of dollars worth of damage to their enclosures, and it's a small rehab, so every single dollar counts. So today, I am again running things myself. So let me just say this before I get started about the order in which I'm going to read. I'm going to keep this little pad of paper right here, and I'll have my trusty little pen, and I will try to keep track of y'all as you donate. But Jetta Joe's much better at it than I am, and once I go into super psychic spidey sense mode, I'm kind of out there in the breeze. It's a little tough for me to pay attention. But I do want to say, oh my gosh, a lot of first timers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I do want to say that none of my people ever will say, I'm drawn to you, inbox me for a reading. That's complete and total horse apples, which, if you're not familiar with that term in the South, it means the S word. It's total BS. So don't do it unless you want to get jacked for all your money. And we're never going to say anything like that. That stuff doesn't come from me or anybody else. Nobody. So please don't fall for that. And today readings are $10 for 5 minutes. How this will work is you're welcome, and I'm asking you to donate everything that you can to help this animal facility. And if, like, a lot of people yesterday donated like $50. A bunch of people after the live they sent $100 just straight over to my PayPal. And I will read everybody for 5 minutes today, no matter what you're in for. And then for your remaining time, I will schedule with you privately, and we'll just do a private one-on-one. So, okay, so let me just scroll through here. I did see Helen. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Helen. Very gracious. Thank you. I talked to Helen before the live, so I won't be reading for her today, but I will be reading for her. And then dun, 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 Ma Web. All right, cool. All right, Ma BBB. It's so good to see you back, and thank you all for everybody who is showing up to the live, who is donating. All right, so we've got Ma, we've got Margie. All right, so let me start with these folks. And as we're waiting for the other, well, hey, Frank. As we're waiting for the other donations to come in, I'm going to go ahead and do the 10 minutes with Ma Webb. And again, if we're just meeting for the first time, let me just say, my primary function as a mystic, I am a psychic medium first, an evidential psychic medium, but I was called to create my own animal tarot deck, and so the deck is based the symbolism, the meanings is based on the Rider-Waite deck. Oh, Pegasus! Who doesn't love a Pegasus? And it also carries the tremendous, tremendous power of the animal allies with it. So as we created the deck, I'll look through 60,000 pictures, y'all, because the pictures in this deck, that's a real picture of a real owl. That is a real picture of a real gorilla. And about the only ones in here, like, I couldn't find a centaur as much as I traipsed on through the forests and the jungles and everything here in Florida. I couldn't get one to come out to me. So that is a created image, and that's a created image. But that's a real image that a nature photographer took. So this is an unusually powerful deck. The folks that use it and work with it report back to me all the time. They're like, I have never had more accurate readings in my life than with this. So I am going to talk to you about the card that's drawn for you, or cards. Yesterday, everybody was like, oh my God, there were 5 and 6 cards just flying out of the deck for people. And we'll talk a little bit about the animal, and then we'll go. All right, so let's get started here. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, if you would please do that, because again, my main goal, my main mission, my sacred contract is to build awareness of the animal spirits and how, they get angels, they get spirit guides in general, but working with animal allies. And for those of you that are with the pagan, witch, druid, Wiccan community, you might consider them familiars. If you're more into shamanism, you might think of it as a power animal. But all around the world, people have worked with animal symbolism and the animal energies, and that the more I get that out, the more connected and in a deeper relationship people get with animals, and they are then compelled to do more for animals. So that's my whole shtick. That's why I do what I do. And so if you would really consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, hit the like button for this video. It really helps me with the search engines of YouTube. It helps my videos get found. It helps the messages get out there. And so without further ado, okay, so Ma Web, I'm going to set the intention. And y'all might notice I'm in my full Southern regalia today. Big hair, lots of makeup, big earrings. Everything is color matched because it's a 4th of July weekend, and I'm already in the vegetarian vegan barbecue mode. So I'm thinking about what I'm going to do to a tempeh this weekend. So, all right, here we go. Ma WBBBBBB. Okay, Ma, can you hit me up in the chat, and or even hit me up in the Facebook Messenger, so I'm for sure to see it. Oh, if you're asking how to donate, you should see a super chat button there, and you can donate through the super chat. Let me grab the Mystic Jungle Facebook page. Sorry, y'all, I'm doing this by myself today, and for those of you that do know me, you know I am one taco short of a combination plate. So it takes me a little bit to get with the program here, but I am getting with the program. Let me get their Facebook page, and you could donate to them directly. Now, we're on the honor system here, so if you do donate to them directly, just tell me and I'll believe you, and I will read you today. All that said, I will say that there were a lot of people that did that yesterday, and they wanted Mystic Jungle to get the most money, and they knew like there are PayPal fees and YouTube fees when you donate through all of that. But Mystic Jungle is getting 100% of what everybody donates. I'm absorbing the processing fees. So let me get you that. Hold please. Sorry, y'all. Doing it by myself. I'm getting to you, Ma. Oh, Renee? I didn't see that. Rut-row. Oh, shoot. Okay, Dawn, Smarty Pants. Okay, I'm a taco and a burrito. Okay, thank you, Ma, for telling me that. I did not see... Okay, I didn't see that. And so... Okay, Renee, I didn't see you, honey. It didn't show up in my chat. It might have been before I clicked on chat. So, Ma, if you don't mind, I'm going to switch my energies to her. Um, okay. Crazy Cat Jackson. Hey, Crazy Cat. It's I do live readings usually for free. Today it's donation readings for donations only. 100% of the donations go to Mystic Jungle. It's an animal rescue, rehab, and release facility that I work with. They were hit by a tornado over last weekend, and they are in a big hot mess. So that 100% of that. Aw, thank you, Jessica. Okay, Jessica, how much did you donate? So I know. Jessica Camille. Hey, y'all. If anybody wants to volunteer to keep track of who's signing up for readings and what they're saying, because the chat is moving too fast and I've got to keep focused on the readings. Oh, thank you, Jessica. I'll love you. Well, I'll love you forever anyway. You know how I am. But I would love you even more. And then you could just send me the list in Facebook, or you could text it to me. That would be awesome. Okay, and so again, with Teapot not being here, I'm going to have to stop saying that today's readings are for donations for an animal rescue only. And then next week I'll be back to doing my live readings for free. So, Renee, if you're here, so Rachel by birth, which is my middle name is Rachel. Welcome to the Rachel Club. Rachel, click on that Facebook link that I just sent. Aw, Sammy J, thank you so much. Click on that Facebook link that I just sent, and it will, it's to the Mystic Jungle Facebook page, and it will, you can donate through there through that button. So there you go. Alrighty. Okay, Lort. Holy cow. All right, y'all. Hey, Murph. Mary Murph, how are you? It is so good to see you. Thank you for the donation. That is very kind. All right, let me get going, y'all. If anybody... Hey, Renee. How did I not know it was you? Okay, so, Renee, how much did you donate? Huh, okay. Okay, I'm going to put the link to Mystic Jungle's Facebook page in one more time. If you're not seeing the super chat, I don't know why, but I gotta get going. Okay, Renee. Renee, this is gonna be the craziest question, but do you have some all I can see in front of me is grapes. And usually when I see that, I know that somebody is going to normally what I see is, when I see grapes, I think, well, it's always a sign somebody's going to travel maybe like to where grapes are grown. So like out in California, in the vineyards, maybe France, or you might have a love affair with wine. There's something about that. All I keep seeing is grapes. Can you understand that, Renee? Renee K? Renee K? Renee K? Run it. Oh, good. Thank you, Renee. I got it. Just put in the chat if you can identify with that. But I also feel like, and just let me tell you guys, I'm a for real psychic medium tarot reader. I do not censor spirit because Bernadette, Mama Bear, does not believe in censorship. No, I do not. And so I certainly am not going to do that when the spirits show up from the other side. And, hey, Larry, all the way from Mexico. Yay. Okay, so... Oh, you're very welcome, Mary. Renee, can you identify, do you have some great love of wine? Are you a sommelier? What, okay. Okay, I'm going to move on, Renee, but I'm going to assume that was my dog, not me, y'all. You love, oh, okay. All right, so you guys, for those of you that haven't met me yet, you'll watch me work through this, which is, again, I got my start as an evidential psychic medium. So while I love to flip cards, and God knows I love my cards because it's a whole animal deck, I always start off with getting into someone's energy. And all I could see when I tapped into Renee's energy was grapes. And I said, that usually indicates travel to somewhere that grows grapes, that, that kind of thing. And she is indeed going to Italy in the fall. She loves grapes. A lot of people love grapes, but the travel indication, so I know I'm in her energy. So this is a very interesting card to come for you. Hey, if someone if someone will volunteer, you guys are being so generous. Holy guacamole, I'm so excited. Thank you so much. If someone would volunteer to keep track of the people in the order in which they're donating, I now see my folly. It's impossible for me to keep up with that and do these readings and keep them going. Um, so I'm going to put my phone number because it's already everywhere on the internet. Please don't blow up my phone just to ask me a question. Please be respectful. The only text I want to see is from somebody who's going to volunteer to keep track of everybody. Okay. Okay. Crazy Cat, I am 56 years old and I have been doing them professionally since I was 25. If that answers your question. I'm not sure why you would ask that question, but there you go. Okay, so Renee, I'm back into your energy, and this is an interesting card because let me go back to one thing. I don't censor. I'm not going to sell you out. I ask Spirit to work with me when I'm doing public readings that not like super uber gonna really embarrass somebody or call them out, but enough of whatever story it is, if it's really sensitive, that you'll know what I'm talking about. And then other than that, I'm just straight out like, this is what it is, what it is. Okay. So, all of that said, I will tell you that if I were going to Italy in the fall, I'd probably be in a pretty perky mood, right? But there's something about if I just don't think you're your regular self lately. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not diagnosing you. I just feel like there's been a little bit of a sadness or a okay, Hurley Justin, you've asked 75 times for a spell. We're not doing that. So I'm going to have to block you so you'll just stop. Okay. I just feel like you've been down, or maybe not depressed so much as just down. Does that make sense to you? And so when I see the sheep come out, I would say that, this is going to sound very like, I don't know, armchair psychology or something, but it really is time to be a little more gentle with yourself. And it's really time to gently, because I just feel like you're kind of crunchy right now. You're in a fragile state a bit. Renee, does this make sense to you? Let me know if this makes sense to you, but I'm going to keep going with reading. And so just, yeah, I mean, I don't know any other way to put it. Is just, hey, Em. Yeah, you did, hunt. Emily Ackerson, yes, you can. Just be more gentle with yourself. There's something that's just really, I don't know what it is. It's just got you down, right? And so it really is time to pull your own sheep power out, your own kindness, your own gentleness, your own. Have you ever watched baby goats and baby sheep, and they kick and they run all around and they're just the cutest darn things ever? It's kind of like that. It's like, just find a place and be cute and kick your heels up and down and just, I don't know. I just get it's like inside of you, there's that, when you can't get a car engine started and it goes, you're like, oh my God. And then it goes, that's what it's like. And so, you guys are so sweet. Very kind. Thank you. All right. I'm going to put the Mystic Jungle Facebook page in here again. If you cannot find the super chat, then just go ahead and donate to them directly. I'm going to trust you that you did. I'm going to trust you with the amount. And so, oh, thank God. Who is this texting me? Whoever you are, I love you more than anything. Oh, hi. Hey. Hey, Marianne. Oh, thank goodness. Great God. Oh, hey, Ma. Oh, my. You are my savior. I can't even tell you the swag I'm going to send you for this. Thank you so much. Okay. So, Renee, this is the shamanic onion. That's awesome. Oh, there we go. All right. So, Renee, thank you. Now I can move on really quickly. Renee was able to cooperate. I'm in her energy. Y'all, if you are, I've got to assume there are a number of y'all that are professional readers, professional healers on this. And it's always an honor to be, working with you all. But as you well know, it could be a little bit of a challenge to keep your energy zoned in on one person when there are, thousands of people that are like, oh, read me, read me, read me, read me. And I want to read for everybody, but today is not the day. Jack, that's very kind. Thank you. Okay, so also, Renee, Cardinal really wants to talk to you today. And when cardinals are like the universal symbol for visitors from the other side, usually very close friends, very close family, that kind of thing. And so I wonder, Renee, are you working on developing your mediumship? Or, yes, you are. I know you are. So Renee, please tell me, thanks, Em. Please tell me if you know, because you should know if you don't know. I don't, it's like you haven't considered doing this professionally, or maybe you already do it professionally, and it's not about the money. It's about the fact that you're a very sensitive medium, like a really, really sensitive medium. And you could help a lot of people. Y'all, listen, it's not, well, obviously this is my sacred contract, right? What I signed up to do. But I wouldn't be doing this for all these many years if my mom hadn't been killed in 1997. And it upended my world, and it tumbled me right into metaphysics, and I've been doing it ever since. And I know how it helps people, and that is exactly why I do what I do. And so, y'all, I'm not ignoring you. I'm going to try to get in. There we go. Okay. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Phew. Okay, so I can see, so here's what I can see now. Thank God. I can see the donations that are coming in today and in the order they're coming in, but I can't see what you're giving to Mystic Jungle. And so there you go. All right, so there's that. And I'm going to have to move on, Ma. I wanted to give you a little extra time, Renee, because I'm in your energy, and then back and forth and back and forth. Nope. Hey, Keith. Hey, Christina. I'm being told to tell you again, the mediumship. It's, if you're not developing it, I just know you are, in your own way. And all of a sudden I feel like you have seen things and heard things and gotten so many messages from the other side, and you're like, ah! I don't know what to do with it. But you do not do this for anyone. Okay. But you understand what I'm talking about you are working on your mediumship, and you have, maybe like in the last 3 to 6 months, been having a number of mystical experiences, and in particular messages from the other side. You might even be seeing spirit. So if you don't do it professionally, okay, but I will tell you that it might be something you would like to consider at some point. It's not about the money, it's not about the job, meaning you want to retire, but it's about the helping of people. And I just feel like you've been really kind of, almost like your heart is a little vacant because you're searching for something to sink your teeth into. So I really hope that is helpful. And now we're going to Ma. I call her Ma Webb. It's Ma WBB. All right. So, okay. So Ma, let me step into your energy. Okay. there are several people that have let me know that they have purchased the ARC, and I'm very, it's an honor. Thank you so much. And I'm very glad you're having good experiences with it. Today, normally my readings are free. Today it is readings for money only. They are donations to Mystic Jungle Animal Rescue Rehab and Release Facility. They got hit by a tornado last weekend. It did, they estimate at this point like between $25,000 and $30,000 worth of damage. It's a privately owned small place, and that's a nasty hit for them to have to take financially. So 100% goes to them. It is $10 for 5 minutes, and then next week I will go back to my regularly scheduled free readings. Okay, so Ma, believe me, I'd love to read for everybody. It's my favorite thing I do. I would read 24 hours a day, y'all. Truly, I would. 24/7, 365. Okay, Ma. Um, I, I, so Letitia, you can send them however much you want. Like a couple people yesterday, one person sent $250 to them. 3 or 4 people sent 100 to them. A bunch of people sent $50 straight to them. You can donate however much you want, and however much you donate. If you're donating a big amount, though, I'm going to want to see that I'm going to want to see your donation goes through and everything. But I will read you. I'm doing 5-minute readings today. That's it. And so any of the rest of what you donate, I will schedule a private time with you and catch you up for the money you donated. If that even makes sense, y'all. Okay, Ma, these are not the, well, one of them is a card I would expect to come out for you, but okay, Letitia and everyone else, there is the Mystic Jungle app, or there's the Mystic Jungle Facebook page. You can go right to them directly. Ma, okay, the Devil card has shown up for you, and most people when I pull the Devil card for them, which I rarely do, it doesn't come out a lot. It almost never means, in my deck, what the traditional Rider-Waite tarot card meaning really means, which is people that are living in the past, they're living in their darkness, they're living in bondage, even though no one's holding them back. It's just their own mind that's holding them back. And so it makes really good sense that Shark wanted to present itself to be the Devil, right? Okay. I feel like you're at, it's like one of those moments in your life where, like that or the blink of an eye, poof, the entire paradigm changes. And I feel like that you are going through a deliberate choice. You're making the deliberate choice to absolutely leave whatever in your past has not worked for you. You are just cutting that out. Like I would whack up a watermelon, because you know I will be doing that this weekend. Maybe 3 or 4 of them. I would give you all my secret southern watermelon drink recipes, but some things you have to hold sacred. But it's just like you're literally just whack, carving them out. And I'm glad. That is fantastic, right? I will tell you that you're doing a great job. And nope, I'm being told to go back to Shark. Sharks are apex predators. They see what they want. They go after it, period, end of story. And they don't make any apologies for it. And that's where you're headed. Now, you are at a place where when you have decided you want something, you're willing to, quote unquote, swallow someone whole to get what you want, but not in a negative way. And you likely will never have to do that. There will never be combatants. There will never be drama, that kind of thing, ever. But it's it's beyond focus. You've gone beyond focus, and you've decided you can make a choice and have anything that you want in this life and in this world. And to do that, you've got to get rid of the past, the baggage, the hurt, the trauma, the pain, the whatever, the suffering. You're setting yourself free. Now, it's not a bad thing. It's not a ooh, oh my God. It is, Letitia, that is very kind. You can send it to my Facebook, or you can text me. Hold on. You guys can text me. And listen, y'all, this is not how I operate. I am sorry I apologize, the herky jerky back and forth, blah, blah. But again, Teapot's ill. I'm trying to do this myself. As I said earlier, I'm one taco short of a combination plate. It's hard, y'all. It's hard. Okay, it's really not, but it's not as fluid as I normally am. Let me go back to the shark for Ma Web. So that is where you have to get to, is that a shark can smell one drop of blood in like 500,000 gallons of water or something. I'm missing the quote, but it's nuts how they can sense one beatsy little drop of blood. It's craziness. That's where you're at. You are not to the point yet where you can, quote unquote, smell the blood in 9 million drops of water or gallons of water. And that equates to opportunity, to what it is that you're really trying to do, really trying to accomplish, and that you really want, right? I will tell you that you're getting there. And if you'll work with shark energy and as a power animal, you'll almost overnight, you'll be able to go and just go right towards whatever that is that you would have missed if you are not attuning yourself super sharply, just really attuning yourself. I just keep hearing the words opportunities. So I'm not really sure what kind of opportunities that you're looking for, but it may be romance. It might be, because the other card is the dog. Now, when this particular, because y'all, when I tell you there are 9 gajillion just most adorable, beautiful image, photographs of dogs, I spent, we did not choose this dog until the very last possible minute. And this was a 2-year project. I looked at thousands of dogs, and every time I turned around, there was a different picture. But when this one showed up and this dog came in and sat right in front of my face on that computer, I knew this was the one, because what are dogs? They're all about loyalty. They're all about service. They're all about devotion. They're all about honesty. But that's a triple-edged sword, right? So anytime you see an animal that is a two-toned animal, whatever the colors are, but it's two-toned, that means that there's got to be a balance. And I thank you all. Thank you all for sending those. I see those texts. I can't get into them right at the moment because I want to stay in my wavelength for Ma. But make sure that you're balanced in what you're asking. And what that means is, let's say that you've got romance on your mind. Let's say. And Ma, I hope that I hope this is making sense to you, because you haven't chimed in yet. But I will tell you that sometimes we can go overboard. Like if we're like, you know what? In the past, I've had this and this and this. By Jupiter, I am going to have this in my life right now. And you call into your life, the love interest that you've basically taken a sushi menu and gone, well, I'll have that. I'll have that. I'll have 2 of those. I'd like 1 of those and make it really big. Oh, size matters. But, there you go. So don't go so overboard that the person that you want in your life, not that they don't exist, but remember, just because somebody has got a lot of one thing, they could be deficient in another thing that you also really want. So it's kind of a balancing act, right? It's a balancing act. So also I want to say, for those of you that I won't be reading for today, you're here for a reason, especially if you've never seen me before or we haven't met before and you don't know how my lives work and, you know, all that stuff. You're here for a reason. It caught your eye for a reason. You clicked in for a reason. I guarantee you, if you'll stay with me, at some point, you're going to go, holy shiitake mushrooms. She was talking to me. That happens to me when I go to psychic shows and mediumship shows. I'm just like, oh my God, that just answered the singular question that I can. So, you know, stay with us and you might get, okay. Michelle and Tim, thank you so much. That is very generous and very kind. Okay. Y'all, I am, okay, Michelle and Tim, thank you. I am going to try, I'm doing it desperately to keep track of this, and Ma is helping me out. All right, let me go back to Ma's list, and that's where we're going to go first. Okay. All right, Margie Feliciano, please, Lord, help me, bejeebus. Can I get a witness? And let that witness be Margie Feliciano. Please tell me you're still here. And I don't mind staying over you guys, because again, this has been super herky jerky, and I should have been reading like right at the outset, but I had to do all the announcements and all the stuff. So, okay. Peace and love divine Facebook user. I love that. Okay. Margie. Oh, you're here. Oh my gosh, that's crazy, because I just looked up and went, Margie, listen here, sister. Hawk, the Ace of Swords, I have goosebumps. This is craziness. I totally have goosebumps. I will tell you why. When I started to step into your energy, I don't know if you guys noticed, but my body started to do this. I could feel myself just going, like, I'm so tired. But then all of a sudden, Hawk flipped up. Margie says here, all at the same time I'm pulling that card, and poof, 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 poof. I was just imbued with this never say surrender, you know, never die, never surrender kind of energy. So I feel like just recently maybe you've had a little bit of a punch to the gut that took the wind out of your sails, like a little bit. And you have, I'm sorry, Christina, you have a 911? Christina Stone, if you have a 911 and I can help, you've got to text me, because the chat's going so fast I won't see it in the chat. Okay, you get that, Margie. You have taken a punch to the gut. Okay. If you haven't already, if right at this very moment you cannot identify with the Ace of Swords and the Hawk, by the end of this holiday weekend, oh yes. Even if it happens like there's something, I keep hearing Tuesday, Tuesday, Tuesday. I really feel like on this coming Tuesday or by this coming Tuesday, at the outside the following Tuesday, and now this is crazy. Okay. Do y'all know the song from the 80s, Voices Carry? And I believe the group is Till Tuesday. Who sings that? Now I have to look it up or it'll be an earworm. And this card is all about communication. There's Till Tuesday, I was right. Okay. There's something about this that is going to call for you to have some no joke communication. And I mean no joke. You don't have to be ugly. You don't have to start a fight. You don't have to do any of those things. You don't. But being clear and direct about you're not having this anymore will fix everything that is going wrong. And I just feel like there are a number of things in your life that they're like, they're going down. They're going down. They're going down. It's like watching a submarine do a very, very slow submerge. But a submarine, you hope that's a deliberate submerge, right? But you're just getting bogged down, bogged down, bogged down. So all of that said, oh, Lord, Christina, you gave Mama Bear a heart attack. I was like, not my Christina. What's wrong with my Christina? Okay. Okay. Y'all, Mama Bear really does care. I know I am sassy and, I'm tough, but our Mama Bear really does care. It doesn't take too much to drive me right to boo-hooing my eyes out. But so here's the thing with you, Margie. Oh, Hawk is one of your totems? Of course. Okay. So that's thank you, Letitia. I think you're talking to me. If you're talking to me, I love you too. If you're not talking to me, I'm sorry. It's not all about me. It's about everybody, but people are usually talking to me. Okay. So Margie, you've confirmed this is how you've been feeling. Okay. So here's the thing. You're going to get your sea legs up under you, and you're going to get the wind beneath your wings. And it's like, I say this a lot because this is how it appears to me, probably because I was in the entertainment business for 1,000 years, but I just see that point in a movie where somebody is like, they've just had enough and they are going to walk away. They're like, oh my God, let me just not. And then they stop and their back straightens up and they turn around and they may only say one line, but the way they say it and the words they choose to use just make the person that's been bothering them go, ah, right? That's what's going to happen. And again, you don't have to say it ugly. You don't have to be, thanks, Letitia. But you've got to work with Hawk energy. And in particular, now, here's the thing. When swords or wands come up in anybody's reading, some readers think of swords as fire energy. Some people think of the suit of wands as air energy. And some people think vice versa. Me, I'm an options person. I like to keep my options open. And so in each reading, if it's a sword or a wand, then to me that sword or that wand will present itself as air energy or fire energy. Occasionally, like I think it was yesterday or because this is the last day of a week-long fundraiser for Mystic Jungle, you guys. And so it doesn't matter which day it was, but I watched a sword. On one side of it was fire, and on the other side of it was wind. So fire is obviously, the ultimate cleanser. It's the ultimate, that's how you keep everything cleansed. And it allows you to start over again. You burn down the bad, you rise again from the ashes like a phoenix. But the flip side of that is the wind energy correlates to your throat chakra, and that is all about communication. And the sword suit is about communication. So I will tell you that the way hawks communicate, y'all, I live in the South. So, and somebody asked where I live. I am in Florida, and in North Florida, which is really South Georgia. We're crackers down here, y'all. We're rednecks. And I see a lot of hawks. I have a protected wetland in the back of my house, behind my property, and everybody that lives where I live, it's all protected wetland. And so we have a lot of mating pairs that are around. They give each other their territory and whatever. But through my life, I've been fortunate enough to really observe birds of prey, owls, hawks, and I will tell you that I have never seen a hawk play. I have never seen a hawk be merry and be fun like ravens and crows are, because those are funny little characters. Cockatoos, parrots, that kind of thing. I've got to believe they do at some point, but to me, they always have meant this. They're like, sir, yes, sir. And I've never observed anything different. So when they get something in their little brains and they want it and they got their eye on it, it's this energy that comes from them. I've never seen anything like it. It's a focus like I just don't think I've ever seen before. And I would tell you that you've got to focus on what it is that you need to clear out, whoever it is you need to clear out, and it is going to turn your beat around. You are going to be dancing in the streets, sister. Dancing in the streets. Wow. Okay. I hope that was helpful, baby doll. Okay, let me get back to Ma Webb's list. You guys, thank you so much. Your generosity, I got to keep focused or it's going to move me to tears. And I got to keep focused so I can try desperately to keep everybody, Lord, so I can keep everybody in line. Meaning, okay, Sammy J. Do I hear a Sammy J? Sammy J, Sammy J. Okay, and I think there was a, you're very welcome. Holy guacamole. Oh, gosh. Finland? That's so cool! Y'all, I have clients, listen to this. I have clients in Mauritius. You ever heard of Mauritius? I never had. Somebody booked a reading with me. I'm like, Mauritius? I looked it up. It's a little bitty, this island is paradise, y'all. It's a little bitty paradise island in between India and China? India and, I'm really bad at geography. Anyway, Joyzy, I love it. Quebec, eh? That's so cool. Well, welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Massachusetts. All right. I thought there was a Jessica, Camille, and a Rachel. So please, y'all, please don't be angry with me if I am not getting you in order. Hey, Terry, Teresa, Ann Rose. Oh, Wales. I'm coming to visit you. I'm telling you, I'm moving to the UK. I am. Okay. Y'all, I am trying to keep you in order. If Jessica Camille is here, that'll be awesome. Let me know you're here. Oh, whew. Okay, Jessica, according to my list, you're next. Please don't be angry with me if I'm getting you out of order. I really am giving it the old college try. Okay. And for those of you that read, you know that you get so dehydrated when you read because the electricity in your body is like and the next thing you know, you're like, you can't talk because you're dehydrated. All right. Ooh. Oh, hey, Kimberly Thoreau. I know you, Thoreau. I think it's, I don't even know. Don't let me murder your last name, please. Okay, so Jessica. Jessica, I love your energy. It is, you have Alka-Seltzer energy, that plop, plop, fizz, fizz. You know, oh, happy Jessica is, how happy Jessica is. It just makes me want to sing, and it makes me want to bob, and it makes me want to be happy and just laugh. Do you know what my name is Bernadette. Bernadette King. Most people refer to me as Mama Bear, though, because, well, it's a long story. But Jessica, do you know what I'm saying? Like, are you a person that loves to laugh and you can't stand to see other people down in the dumps? So, like, your first line of trying to help them is trying to get them to laugh. Do you understand this, Jessica? Please tell me. Can you tell me if that's correct? I know it is, but I'm trying really hard to focus on your reading, honey, because you make me want to laugh. Oh, that's interesting. Those just flipped right out. From Dallas, Texas. Okay, so you're confirming that. Okay, thank you, Jessica. Girl. Okay, listen. Your whole reading is going to be about this. You got 3 cards flipped out and said ploop. You probably saw it on the video. And you try to be funny. Well, you're doing a fine job, Jessica. You are doing a fine job. But what's interesting is the cards that have come out for you. So the first card is the Duck, which is the Sun card. Now, let me tell you something about this card. Who cannot look at that card and be happy? You have no soul. You have no spirit if you can't look at this card and just go, oh my God, that's the cutest thing. And of course, the sun and the sunflowers are lighting up the everything. And the Sun card is, it's one of the happiest cards in the deck. In the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, you know, it's the little chubby cherubic, you know, looking baby, and it's sitting on a white horse, and it's like this, and it's got sunflowers. The baby's got sunflowers behind its head, and it's just about triumph and bliss and walking on the stage of your life and going, ta-da, and just presenting yourself in the world with chest forward, which is heart forward, and really just shining your light everywhere, every dang where, because where light exists, darkness cannot exist, right? They cannot exist simultaneously. That being said, selfishly, this card is my favorite card. I live for this card. I live for it. And anytime it comes out for me in a reading, and it only comes out at the most critical junctures of my life, I know that it is a sign to go, hell yeah, and just right towards what I want. And like, just go for it, because it's already done. It's already successful. I've already been successful. The project has already been successful. It's already written, right? Like, like the Dothraki, it is known. For those of you GOTS fans, hey, are there any GOTS fans on here? Because GOTS is back, and for those of you that don't know, Jon Snow has a new deal with HBO. They're going to do a series based only on Jon Snow. I'm living for that. But anyway, it is known. So here's what I want to tell you, beautiful Jessica Camille. Baby doll, you got to shine like the sun. You know what I'm saying? Let the sun shine in. Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine in the sun. Camille's going to shine in, right? Okay. You're done here. That's it. You're done, Zola. Now, only the one other thing that I do want to say is you did have 3 cards pop out. And I'm going to tell you what they are. It's kind of crazy. The owl came out. Now, when owl and the moon, because in my deck, the owl is the moon card. The moon can be like, ooh, it can be like that. I don't see it like that for you. And for those of you that are readers, it's like your cards, you develop a relationship with your cards and the archetypes in the cards and the images and the colors and the meanings and all of that. And so oftentimes I find that the moon card for me is, you see through the shadows. Owl gives you, owl is a spirit totem and power animal, gives you the courage to look into the darkness. And that's great and all, but it's like for you, Jessica, you've transcended that. The moon that I'm seeing is luminescent, and it's raining biodegradable glitter on the earth and on your life. And owls are super kooky, fun birds. They really are. And it's more the lighthearted part of an owl, the inquisitive part of the owl. Oh, that is what, yeah, exactly. So, no, the full moon really affects you guys. I get this question a lot. Jess, hold on. I got to answer this question. Y'all listen. It is a scientific fact that the moon affects the tides because it affects the water. Our bodies are 70-something% water. So, of course, it's going to affect the water in our bodies. Fun fact, most police departments and for sure hospitals beef up their staff during full moons, because for people that moon energy really affects them, and it affects the balances in their body, the water balances, is this, is that. It's the time of the month where everybody goes the most crazy. That's usually when they have the most intakes, the most crimes, the most nonsense is during a full moon. There you go. Okay, so Jess, work with owl energy, but almost as if it was, almost as if you're owl and you're flying in front of this big sparkly luminescent moon, just to draw down the moon, just to work with that beautiful lunar energy, because it really is beautiful. It doesn't have to mean the boogity boogity. Now, the 4 of Cups in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot is Saddle Boy. He's sitting there. He's like this in front of a tree, and most people think that he's, there being a baby, but he's not. He's contemplating. He's kind of seeing things, and it is a little bit apathetic. But I don't see this card like this for you. I really see this card for you as, if you are not already into shamanism, learning shamanism, practicing shamanism, maybe even working into being a shamanic healer, or I really kind of see you leading circle and drum circles, that kind of thing, if that makes sense. Oh my God, right? Can't any of the water signs, y'all, let me tell you something. When there's a full moon, I'm a triple Scorpio. Triple. I try so hard not to let it affect me, but it's like I'm drugged. I can't help it. It's like I'm drugged, and my spidey senses, they get nuts. I have to be really careful. It gets nuts. Okay. So all that said, yes, you can believe in God and do cards. Of course you can. Yes, Michelle, that is a very good question. I get asked that a lot. Okay, wait, Jess, let me just tell you this. The frog that I'm seeing for you is the frog that you're not apathetic. You're just considering your things, but don't consider too long. I feel like you take a little too long to pull the trigger, so to speak, when you want to go after something. Don't do that. Get with program. Okay, hold on, y'all. I got to put myself some more water in here. I am super parched. All right, I'm speeding along in my readings. And by the way, please don't Facebook me or text me and ask me what kind of drugs I'm on. I get that a lot. Or if I've been drinking. No, I really am this way. And people that have known me since I was a child, I am exactly how you see me now. I break out into song. I make up song parodies. I say stupid stuff. I warned y'all. I've warned y'all twice. I am at least one taco short of a combination plate. So, all right. Rachel. Wait, did I see Rachel had to go? Hey, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right. Exactly. There's nothing. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Is it Silja? Oh, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Yeah, there are a lot of people that, they believe in a very particular god or goddess, like, in the pagan Wiccan witch and druid. Well, druids are, that's a whole long story, but they believe in a particular set of gods or goddesses, and they're still readers. Y'all, listen, let me tell you something. At the end of the day, reading, psychic work, mediumship work, it's science. It's just science we haven't proven yet. And I could go into a whole thing about electricity and electrical currents and this and that. But every single living thing is psychic. Now, that is a scientific fact. They may not call it psychic. Like when they finally realize that trees communicate with each other through their root system, and that flowers and, plants and that kind of thing communicate with each other through all kinds of ways. And if you notice, how do you think that packs or herds move at the same time? But it's definitely like a pack mentality. Have you ever seen a pack of animals hunt? It's a little scary. And how do they know how to do that? It's not like they're pulling up a blackboard in the forest, hey, Fred, take the flank. Hey, George, take the front. Hey, you. It doesn't work that way. They do what? It's telepathic communication. And that's how, y'all, no joke. And I will bet you $1,000 gajillion dollars. There are a bunch of you out there. You're like thinking of one of your fur babies, and all of a sudden they come trotting down the hall. Or your kitty cat wakes up and comes to find you, or whatever. My fur babies, they never leave my side. It's a beautiful life. I mean, they never leave my side. But that's because you called them to you. Psychically, telepathically, they heard you call, and they came because you're the alpha in your house. You're the bringer of the food. You're the alpha. So there you go. Okay. So, oh my God, is Yoda Don laying his wisdom on us all? I love it. I've missed that. Okay, I think Rachel had to leave. I think I saw that, Rachel, the one that I was like, oh, my middle name is Rachel. Y'all. Okay, so, oh, Celia, got it. Sorry. Aw. Oh no. Oh, Celia, I'm so sorry you're going through all of that. Maybe this will lift you up. Okay, Sammy J. Is Sammy J hanging out? Did I already read Sammy J? I don't think so. Sammy J. And then we'll be on to Mary Murph. Sammy J. Yes, exactly. Oh, Amanda brings up Sammy J. Please let me know you're still here. Okay. Amanda Tucker brings up a good point. She says, and when you think about something, let me tell you this. Here's why you think about them. Because they have already thought about you. They know they're going to contact you, and you receive that in your amygdala because, let me just say this. Yeah, everybody, send love to Celia. And if you guys would please, I didn't ask her for permission, but I feel she would be okay with it. Teapot is really sick. And so if you guys would send some beautiful love, just straight out love to Teapot, it would be very helpful. But when your amygdala, that part of your brain in the front, is always scanning for danger, 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 danger. That's what it's for. So it doesn't know mostly the difference if somebody's thinking about you it goes on hyper alert. And there's no such thing as time, and there's no such thing really as space. Everything, let me not go into this whole rabbit hole, right? I'm going to sound like Doctor Strange, but, which is such a great series. Oh, Benedict, I'm back. Okay, so that's how you think of them first. It's like when moms say, well, I just have that mother's intuition. Yeah, that's called psychicness, right? It's just what you want to say of it. But yes, you can believe in whatever God you want. You can believe in the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, and you can be actually, I know several readers that are hardcore Catholics, and they read and they don't think anything of it. And please, let's not blow my channel up about anything having to do with religion. This is not a place that we debate religion or politics, but I'm just saying as the thing. So Sammy J, are you here? Yeah, exactly. It sure does, Letitia. Oh, Celia. My heart. Okay, Sammy J. Sammy J, can you send me a text if you're still here? Let me put my number in. All right, I'm going to try to make sense of this craziness that is wowzers. Why has it got me as Restream now? That's me, y'all, Restream. I don't know why it took me off of Wild Pack Wisdom. All right. No Sammy J? Darn. Okay, so Mary Murph, please tell me you're still here. Mary Murph, Mary Murph, Mary Murph. Mary Murph. Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio. Ooh, shut through the hut. Mary, Murph, are you still here? Murph. Mary Murph. Mary Murph. Mary Murph. Okay. Welcome for those of you just joining. I am Bernadette, if we haven't met yet. Most people call me Mama Bear. And normally my readings are free. Taryn, hey honey. But today readings are for donation only. Because 100% of the proceeds go to benefit Mystic Jungle. It's an animal rescue, rehab, and release that is near and dear to my heart. And they're about an hour from me here in Florida. And they got hit by a tornado this past weekend. Y'all, it hit those enclosures like a giant went through there and just like a giant was playing dominoes with their fences. It was awful. Thankfully, all the animals are unharmed. And I mean unharmed. Okay. Ooh. Okay, Murph. Thank you guys very much for liking my energy. I like your energy too. All right, Mary. I'm going to move on from you, but I will get to you. So, let me see. All right, Emily Ackerson. You are next. Are you here? Emily Ackerson, you still here? Yeah, I got to tell you, cats are very skittish, and I don't care if they weigh 600 pounds. They've got two of the most beautiful brother lions there that they rescued way back in the day. They've got a couple of tigers, three tigers. They've got some black panthers, black jaguars. Florida, some Florida cats, a serval, and I think that's it for right now. Anyway, thank you, Tyrion. Thank you so much. Anyway, cats are skittish, and that storm came through, and those cats went to hunkering down in their hidey hole boxes, and they were terrified to come out for a while. They were like, what's going on? But they're all unscathed. It's all cool. And so, thank you, Deborah. How very kind. Right? We don't do uptight here. Life is too short. We're not doing it. Well, this life is too short. All right, great. Thanks for letting me know you're here. Emily, all of a sudden, as I'm stepping into your energy, I'm seeing a book. Like, is Sammy J still here? Okay, Sammy J, if you will text me, yes, I do still need you to keep track. Oh, shoot. Okay, Sammy J, let me do, I see your text. Thank you so much, Sammy J. Let me do, because I'm already in her energy. If you'll give me some latitude, I'm going to read for Emily, and then Sammy J, I'm going to get right to you, okay? I promise, Scout's honor. And I really was a scout. And yes, Ma, please desperately keep track. I feel like I have lost, I don't even know. I don't even know. Okay. So, Emily, I see a a book and writing. Are you wanting to write a book all of a sudden, or have you been thinking about writing a book, or have you been thinking about blogging or starting your own website or your own YouTube channel? I don't know, something. Oh, thank you, Sammy J. You are so sweet. Thank you, y'all. Thank you for your patience and your kindness today. As you see, moderators, moderators in a second hand really come in handy. And especially, holy guacamole, especially Teapot. She is amazing at it. So I did, Letitia, thank you. And so, yes, you're like two people away. So, Emily, can you identify that? Do you have something going about wanting to write a book, or being a blogger or a YouTube? I don't know, something that I don't know. There's something about words in a book. So let me know in the chat if you understand that. Yeah, I'm telling you, this book thing, it's a really good idea. I think you think it might be like a flight of fancy, but it'll be great for you. In what way it will be great for you, I'm not being shown, but I just see lots of golden energy and sparkles around it, and you sitting there, and it's almost like, like in Harry Potter. Oh, there you go. Okay, there you have it. I've always wanted to write about my life. I have a journal I'm keeping for my daughter. You love writing. Okay, that's why they call it being psychic. All right, which is not to say, look at me. What I'm saying is, for those of you out there that are doubting your psychic skills, or don't think you would ever be able to do this or whatever, y'all, you've been watching me long enough now. Do I appear to be some kind of genius? No. No, I don't. And I can do it. So if I can do it, you can do it. I promise you, you can. Scout's honor. Okay. And look, this is the story. No matter what's going on in your life, you have got to keep writing. What I'm seeing is, how in Harry Potter, when they open their books, things move, or, maybe a golden glow comes out and it goes poof and that kind of thing. It's a magic, right? It's a magical thing. That's you. And these, whatever you're writing at some point, I feel like it's going to become a formalized book, and it's just going to make you so happy. And it's going to, the specific words that I'm hearing are, it's going to warm the hearts, or the heart, of everybody who reads it. It's just going to speak to them so deeply. I don't, I mean, I know you from readings and being on the, participating in my YouTube and whatnot, and, in really everything, but I never knew that about you. I'm stumbling over my words because it's just so it's just so beautiful. I just want to sit here and watch you write, and I want to watch the golden glow and all the sparkly stuff that comes out of what you're writing, and go, are you done yet? Are you finished yet? Come on, I want to read it. Are you finished yet? Come on. It's like that. So I really, really want to encourage you. When I say I don't mean I'm giving you advice, and this is not my opinion. It's what I'm being told from Spirit. Please and thank you. Please keep writing. Even if you've only got 5 minutes a day to jot something down, you've got to do it. You've got to do it. Okay. All right, hold on here. I don't know why music is so much on my mind today, y'all. Well, who am I kidding? Music is on my mind every day. Emily Ackerson. This is super interesting. So the bat in my deck, in the Arcanimal Tarot and Oracle deck, and again, if you're new and we haven't met yet, I'm Bernadette King. Most people call me Mama Bear. I'm the creator and publisher of the Arcanimal Tarot and Oracle deck and the new book that's just come out, the Wisdom of the Wild Ones, the Encyclopedia of Animal Spirit Guides. And it is an encyclopedia, y'all. It is 702 pages. What was I thinking? Oh my God. Another 2-year project. But Bat as the Hanged Man, as I see it for you, Emily, is it's like all of a sudden you've decided to become deeply spiritual and deeply spiritual and deeply into the studies of whatever kind of spirituality you're studying. And it is it's just something you have to keep doing. It's just something you have to keep doing because those roads are going to intersect. The book that you're writing, the spirituality, the sacred text, the sacred everything that you are you think they're moving parallel to each other, and maybe they are, but they're a little bit just a tad this way, and eventually dun 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 wham, they're going to intersect. Now I'm going to tell you guys a story because this is part of Emily's reading. No joke. When I was a kid, I was a kid of the 80s. All I wanted to do is look like Madonna and have fun. And I wanted to be an actor in a comic. And so I waited tables because I grew up poor and that's what people do. They wait tables. That's, for those of you that don't know, waiting tables or bartending is the entree into being a successful actor. Okay. So one day I was working at Red Lobster out of Orlando, no joke. And these two fellas come in and they're in suits and a white shirt and they're toting their Bibles. And I was like, oh, please don't get sat at my station. They got sat at my station. So the first thing they do is, open their Bibles and they start, which is nothing wrong with that. I'm not casting aspersions. I'm not. Do you, right? So they're talking about scripture and this and that and the other. And I'm just kind of standing there. I'm like, what would you like to drink? Iced tea, so on and so forth. They were really, really nice, really respectful. And at the end of their meal, I was like, well, can I get y'all anything else? And they said, well, could we talk to you for a minute? And I said, no, because this is a seafood restaurant, not a church. And no, but thank you for the opportunity. And they said, well, that's not what we wanted to talk to you about. I said, okay. I said, if I listen to whatever you're going to tell me, will you go then? Yes. So this old boy turns around and he says, one day you're going to be a spiritual leader to millions of people. And I said, thank you so much. Have a good day. And the reason I laughed was that particular shift, I had the hangover from hell. I had been out partying like was my life back then, looking through auditions, blah, 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 doing what people do in Orlando when they're trying to get in the business and waiting tables and having fun. I was, 21 or something, 22, 23. So they were very nice to me. And I said, have a good day, fellas. And they left. And I proceeded to forget about that for all these years. Well, about 6 years ago, my sister and I were out to lunch and she went, oh my God. And I said, what? And we went to lunch to celebrate my websites, whatismyspiritanimal.com and buildingbeautifulsouls.com. And I have a third one now, witchcraftandwitches.com. The Building Beautiful Souls and What Is My Spirit Animal had reached over 1 million visitors per month. Over 1 million visitors per month come to my websites. And we went out to celebrate the success of that. She said, Bernadette, do you remember those two guys when you waited at Red Lobster and they told you were going to be a spiritual leader to millions of people? She said, how many times have we joked about that over the years? And I just looked at her. I was so flabbergasted because their message from their God was true. They were messengers of their God, and it was accurate. Now, let me be clear about one thing. I do not consider myself a spiritual leader. I absolutely do not, and I'm not kidding. I really am not kidding. but my websites are only about spiritual things. And if millions of people do come to them, then their prophecy was true. Now, all of that being said, Emily, what this has to do with you is I'm not going to tell you you're going to be a famous author or you're this or you're that or whatever. And I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you're not. You haven't chosen yet. But I will tell you that there's something about your writing that you must keep doing it, and you must keep learning about your spirituality, that you've just got to keep doing it. And that's it. And it'll all come to a fruition, and you'll see the purpose so clearly, and you'll be so glad that even when you're exhausted, when you're not feeling well, you're angry or whatever, you take that 5 minutes a day and you focus on what you write. Okay, I hope that was helpful, and I hope that was helpful to everybody else. Okay, Sammy J, I'm coming to you. Christina Stone, I'll come to you after Sammy J. Sammy J, I know you're here. And then, actually, I think it was Michelle and Tim. I think it was Michelle and Tim. And then, yeah, y'all, let me tell you something. When my mom was killed and it catapulted me into metaphysics, nothing was farther from my mind. I used to think that psychics were creepy or probably shysters. Tarot people, they struck me as creepy, dark energy kind of people. I was as misinformed as the next person. I was as misinformed. And thank goodness. Yeah, I'm doing Sammy Joe right now. So, but I saw the light, right? I was blind, but now I see. Don't make me break into some amazing grace, because I will. Okay. All right, Sammy J. All right. Ooh, Sammy. Sammy, you've got a lot going on. True or not true? Woof! Where do I begin to tell the story of this reading for Sammy J? It's gonna be in depth. It might hurt a little bit. Sammy, can you confirm that you've got a lot going on? Mary Murph, you're back! Dang it, Mary. I called you earlier. I will get to you. I will. I promise. Aw, how kind. Thank you, Terry. Okay, so y'all, I am, today I'm reading for donations only. 100% of the proceeds go to benefit one of my nearest and dearest animal rescue, rehab, and release places. And that is Mystic Jungle, and 100% of the proceeds of what you donate go to them today. Hey, Mary, you're back. Mary Murph is back, and there's gonna be trouble. Hey, nah, Mary Murph's back. Okay, Sammy J, can you confirm? Oh, God. Sammy J, a third of the deck fell out for you. We don't have that kind of time. I'm going with you have a lot going on. All right, look. Okay, Mary, I'll get to you. I'm gonna read for Sammy J, then I'm gonna read for Michelle and Tim, and then it will be your turn. Okay, look, Sammy J, I'm just gonna set the intention that what you are, it really is a big friggin' deck. It's 149 cards. It's no joke. It's the Arcanimal Tarot and Oracle deck. So there's a full 78 cards of the Rider-Waite Tarot, meaning, well, like, let me just say, for Sammy J, the first card that's come, you do have a lot going on. So the first card that's come is the Six of Pentacles, which is a goat, right? And so, oh, Letitia, okay, cool. But you know what, Letitia, as I don't know if you caught this because you came on a little bit later, but what I probably would like to do is go ahead and schedule you privately. Those of you that have made donations that would mean like an hour or so, let me just schedule time with you individually, and then I'm not giving you like 5 minutes a day and then the rest of it later. But let me get back to Sammy J. So Sammy J, Goat wanted to be the Six of Pentacles because when when you take a look at that card, it's about just rewards, and it's about take seeing the opportunities, whatever they are. Now, I don't know if you all know this, but mountain goats, they need that 2 square inches to be able to scale up those mountains. You've got to have seen the pictures of the YouTubes where these goats are like got one side up against a mountain and they're doing this up, right? And every time I see those things, I have to close my eyes because I'm like, man down, goat down. And I just know they're going to go But, you know, for people who have studied that, they say they almost never lose their balance. Almost never. Like, there's got to be some mitigating circumstance where they lose their balance. And I just admire that. Now, here's the other thing. So, I'm not Nikki Marie Benston. I'm not picking random people. What's happening in this episode of Mama Bear Cares, we are doing a fundraiser for Mystic Jungle Animal Sanctuary. They got hit with a tornado last weekend. It just did crazy damage to their enclosures. 100% of the proceeds that you donate go. It's $10 for 5 minutes. And you can donate through the super chat button, or you can donate through the super chat button, or do I still have the you could donate straight to them? Yes, there's Mystic Jungle's Facebook page. You could donate straight to them and then just tell me how much you donated. So let me go back to Sammy J. So Sammy, you know, the other thing, any in animal symbolism and meaning, right? I don't know a culture that doesn't have this in their description of what, you know, what animals mean. Anytime you see a horned animal or an animal with or like a bug with the antennas, an insect, that kind of thing, it's thought that that is almost like the rabbit ears of old TV, or, you know, what is it, ham radio, where they use the transistor radios, that kind of thing, where it would pick up the signal, and they see that as a more powerful or more clear connection to God or the divine or whatever you call it, right? The all that is, source. There's about a bajillion names people call it. And so if you could feel like, Tracy Ann, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in hello, how are you? I literally, the only thing that's stopping me is I'm Southern and I have big hair, and you got to know it is plastered. Like, I could probably knock on wood, baby, woo, ooh, 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 with my hair and never break my hair. I just want to put my hands right here and I want to massage my head right there, because I feel like bumps are starting to come out and horns are starting to grow. Now, I know how crazy that's going to sound, but for those of you that are new, I might sound a little crazy. For those of you that have followed me for a while, you'll know that I get visions and I get feelings, and, you know, anyway, there is something about your antenna. You have got to, you Lord. Okay. So you know how someone will say, why don't you grow a pair? It's not that, but why don't you grow a pair? Meaning, you've got to grow your horns. And I don't mean that in a sarcastic or snarky way at all. It's something is blocking you right now from hearing and seeing spirit the way you normally do, because you're normally very sensitive. But my head is like getting foggy, and I'm starting to lose focus a little bit. Not me, Bernadette, but as you. And so there's an opportunity coming for you. It's like if you blink, you'll miss it. If you blink, you will miss it. So when I say grow a pair, I'm going to start saying that. I can't resist. Oh, sometimes, you know, because if y'all knew me in person, I'm not always this vanilla, as you might imagine. Triple Scorpio, right? Okay. I am crazy. You're right, Tracy, and I'm slap crazy. So, and that's not just not crazy, that is slap crazy. So all that said, there's an there's an opportunity coming for you that you've got to see, because it's going to turn your entire world around in such a profound, beautiful way. I can't even tell you. And it could just be something somebody says in passing. Colette Baron Reed calls that a cleat-on. Like, you've got something on your mind and you're standing in the grocery store, or you're on a plane or something, and somebody says these words that are like the answer, or the very words that you said. If I hear this today, or if anybody says this to me, and your head snaps around like The Exorcist because you just can't believe that, Colette calls it a cleat-on. So even if it's like that, you've just got to be super sensitive and then look for the synchronicities. I think lately you've been passing off some of the synchronicities as, just, okay, it was a little thing, so that's probably coincidence. No, I can't prove this to you scientifically. I want to be able to, but I can't. But there's no such thing as coincidences. If there were, this entire world would be in more chaos than it is. Because people, their spirit, your soul would really have no choice. You really wouldn't have made decisions or choices. You've just been plopped in a big bubble, and, somebody's up there shaking you like a jigger with, a martini in it. I don't want to be that person. And I don't think any of y'all want to be that person. And so it's important. I'm telling you, Sammy J, it is important. It is important. I can see your chat. I can see it, Mary Murph. It's important. Okay, so here. What is up with you and the horned and antennaed animals today? Girl, I'm assuming Sammy is a girl. I don't know that to be true, but okay. So here we go. The B. Wheel of Fortune, because that's the B in my deck. I love this card. Now, it is a happy, bee wanted to be this. It is all about the golden everything, man. The golden honey, the sweetness of life, all the energy of the gold, which leads to the energy of the sun, which is life affirming. It is life giving. It warms everything about you, and it also speaks to success. Now, having said that, let me say this. Y'all, Wheel of Fortune in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, its symbolism and meaning, it's like, I say this all the time, but it's like Inigo Montoya in Princess Bride. I do not think that word means what you think it means. It's about karmic cycles, and sometimes when you spin the wheel, you win a boat. And sometimes when you spin a wheel, it deducts $500 from your prize money, right? Okay. Sammy, you're sitting right in the middle. The wheel's not moving, and honestly, it could go either way. Either way. Let me try to have some class. Either way. But you have to decide. And don't you know, it's got an antennaed animal. Now we've got a horned animal, now we've got an antennaed animal, and that is telling me that spirit has been knocking at your door, spirit's been ringing your bell, and Sister Sammy, Cousin John, you have an answer in the door. So I don't know why you're not answering the door, but you really should be answering the door, because whether you answer the door or not, it's going to bust in. This opportunity, this whole whatever this thing is with spirit, it's going to bust right through. Sammy, you're very quiet. I haven't seen you on the chat. I hope you're taking all of this in. I know Lara, I love Princess Bride. I watch it like, I don't know, once a month. Okay, Worcester. You're from Worcester, Mass. I got friends in Worcester. So one more card for you, and here we go. The Eight of Wands. Now listen here. Dragonfly energy. Are you kidding me right now? I don't know any other way to put this. Honest to goodness, Amy, I don't know any other way to put this. You got to put the hustle on. Do the hustle. You got to do it. You've got to get with the program, because what is this opportunity? Yeah, exactly. It's true. Yeah, exactly. More antenna. Well, they don't really necessarily have antenna, but they do have two sets of wings, and that's really the same kind of thing. There's something about agility and speed that you've got to start doing. And what that means is, God, I'm trying to see what this opportunity is for you. Sammy, do you want to open a business of some kind? That just let me just say a business of some kind, or do you currently have a business that you really want to expand? I'm gonna have to move on. Oh God, I'm gonna have to move on. But here's the thing. I I just feel like it's a business. It might even be a brick and mortar business. But this has to do with you being an entrepreneur, having your own thing. Okay, all right, there we go, Sammy. Yes, I do. Listen, listen to me. Not listen to me. I don't have anything to do it. Y'all, I have the easiest job in the world. I'm just a ventriloquist dummy. I just sit here. Spirit tells me what to say. I sip water. I have fun with you all. What's not to love about my job? These are powerful cards. These are powerful animals. And you start putting these three animal allies together, working in collusion with each other, right? Conspiring to have you have the best life ever. Please, I'm begging you, get get your business plan down. Figure out what you want to do. Don't and the other thing I tell people all the time, please, vision boards are awesome. Vision boards are awesome so that you can have the visions, but please don't work with them as wish boards. Stop wishing, stop wanting, stop dreaming, and stop hoping. Stop it. That does not work, because when you do that, you put the power of getting what you want, of succeeding, in the hands of whatever it is you believe in, the great out there, but you're where the power comes from. So when you choose, instead of wishing, wanting, hoping, dreaming, those things say, well, maybe it will happen. I'd really like it to happen. I really, but when you make the choice to get what you want and do what you want, you talk about the law of attraction, honey, the law done come to town with that one. And the sheriff has showed up. So do it. There you go. I hope that was helpful. All right. At long last, Michelle and Tim. Michelle, my belle. Okay. Like you've never heard that before, Michelle. Sorry, y'all. I gotta have some more liquid. I'm running dry. We're fixing to get a big old... Oh, we're not fixing to. It just started. Well, the storm has moved in. I'm going to tell you guys, if you start to see me get even punchier, make more jokes, sing more, just seem like I'm out there, it's because it's a storm front. And for those of you that are really sensitive to storms, like you get headaches or your ears will hurt and then you know a storm is on the way, welcome to my world. Aw, it's so good to see you, Tracy Ann. Thank you for joining us. I'm glad that was helpful. You're very welcome. And thank you for your generous donation, Sammy. Okay, Michelle and Tim. Michelle, did I see in the chat at one point that you have an animal rescue also, or are you the one that rescues dogs? Could you let me know? Yes. Okay. Okay. Hey y'all. Hey, welcome to everyone who's new. If we haven't met yet, my name is Bernadette. Most people call me Mama Bear. Normally my readings are live. Well, I really am live right now, y'all. They're free, but for today, for this week, it is $10 for 5 minutes, and 100% of the proceeds go to an animal rescue, rehab, and release facility that I work with, Mystic Jungle, here in Florida. They got hit by a hurricane last weekend. It's drama, and they need all the help they can get. So we're helping them, and everybody, you guys have been so, 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 so generous. So generous. Okay. So Michelle, I'm going to pull a couple of cards for you, but all of a sudden I keep hearing lemur and llama, lemur and llama. Have you thought about, or do you want to expand your rescue to other animals? Of course you heard a fish tell me you could. Do you know how many, y'all, I work with a number of animal sanctuaries and rescue release places. They call me all the time like, can you tell me what's going on with this animal? And I'm like, something in the intestines. Are they not passing? Blah, blah, blah. It's when you're into animal, I know you're saying no, but lemur and llama, lemur and llama, lemur and llama. Do you, okay, Michelle and Tim, I guess it's Michelle. We want it to be ours. We have a partner. Okay, I don't know what that means. We want it to be ours, but we have a partner. I'm not sure what that means. But, okay, it's Michelle. Okay. You heard it here first. I don't think there'll be many of them. But I think at some point, you're going to have other animals that you will care for, that you will rescue. Again, maybe not a lot of them. Oh, the kennel. I've got it. Okay, that makes good sense. Okay, when I do this and I shake my head, it's because after years of doing this, let me tell you how it works. For me, if someone says no for, you did, Danella? Okay. Danella McGee Denson, you must have donated. Oh, got it, Christina. Sorry. Yes. Sorry. Okay. I got it. Okay. If somebody says no to a message I give them, if it really isn't for them, the feeling, the vision, the taste, the smell will go right away. Because there's air traffic control problems sometimes. No psychic is 100% accurate 100% of the time. It's not possible. Not today, it's not. One day it will be. But if the feeling sticks around, then I know that it's for them. I just have to get it to them. So you're doing dogs. You want the kennel to be yours. But I still see the lemur llama thing. I don't know what this is. I just know that you're going to expand. Unless you've got a thing for, you donated straight to Mystic Jungle, right. So thank you, Daniela. That reminds me, for any of you all that have donated right to Mystic Jungle, I've got to know that you did. I don't have access to who donated to them and this and that kind of thing. You've got to tell me. So Daniela, let me put you on the list. And let me also say, Ma Webb is doing an amazing job of keeping me on the, okay. Thank you, Mary Grace or Mary Murphy. I'm trying to get there. I don't know if y'all heard this. It's like thunder, lightning. The way you love me is frightening. You better not. I would, baby. Woo, baby. Oh my God, my phone. Holy God. Sweet Jesus, y'all. All right, I'm gonna try to get to everybody, but if I don't, let me give you my email. You've got to email me, please, and I will set you up with a private reading for your time. I will read for every single person that donates. Trust me when I tell you, I will. I always do. Thank you, Mary Murph. That is very kind. I miss my singing too. I got a throat drama going on the last few months. Autoimmune. It's the worst. Okay. Let me just say, if everything clicks off, I have no control. Well, I'd love to be a weather witch, but I have no control over the weather, and it has commenced to thundering and lightning outside. We don't often lose our power, but I have lost power in the middle of a live one time. So if I go dark, I haven't skated out on you guys. It's just that, oh, hey, Georgie. Georgie, the pirate cat, has come to join us. Okay. Say may be my child that is two people coming to you. It might be, Michelle, because this I'm trying to get this message about this llama and lemur, and honestly, I see them there. Like, I can see your kennel, because the kennel is Georgie. That is not what they need to see. Come here. I can see your kennel. There's something about it that you want to do to it. Thank you, Danny. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You want to make it different, where it's the colors, the way it's set up, the everything is very different. I've got you, Christina. I'm with you. I see you. And I'm doing Michelle and Tim, then Mary Murph, then you, Christina. Okay, so there's just something about it. I'm going to move on, but I'm telling you, don't, our Dodds are Merle. Okay, I don't know what that means. That's got to be typo, but just the only thing I can tell you is keep llama and lemur in your mind, and I will say that at some point they'll become significant. Now, I may be missing the mark, and that might be that they're going to be signs for you. They might be your spirit animals that are going to come out and show you or warn you or something. But I would really encourage you to read all you can about lemurs and llamas. Okay, Michelle, here's my question. Do you have really expressive eyes? Do people comment on your eyes often? Let me know, Michelle, if people comment, if they've often commented on your eyes, something about your eyes. Okay, and now I'm going to pull a couple of cards for you. Georgie, I love you, honey. I know you're afraid of the thunder. Okay, and yes, and blue, and people comment on them, correct? Okay, because I went into super psychic mode, and I asked llama and lemur, the real animals, what, and I was led to their eyes, and I saw the lemur eyes, the blue, and then I saw those big llama, alpaca, beautiful, big, expressive. Yeah, okay. There's something that you're right. Okay, so there's something that you're okay, Georgie, come on, honey. He never does this. He did it yesterday, but Georgie never comes around on doing readings. Hey, listen, sport, come here. Okay. Georgie, please, you're killing me. There's something going on. It's almost like you've got to see. You're not seeing what you should see. And again, I'm going to say that llamas and lemurs are going to have some kind of message for you, but let me just tell you, I bet a dime to a donut in the coming years, maybe 2 years tops. I bet 2 years tops. There's going to be a real life llama and a real life lemur in your life somehow. I'm not sure how that is, but there you go. Okay, so here we go. Your card is the Two of Swords, which is the blue-footed booby. Now, one of the cutest cards in this deck. Who doesn't love the blue-footed booby? The cutest damn animals. And the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, the Two of Swords is that old gal sitting there with her swords crossed. Okay, Georgie. Pardon me, y'all. I've got a kitty cat that just, I love you. Get down. Thank you. Cat hair everywhere. I always see that card as X marks the spot. And what that means is, you've just got to find where your X marks your spot and make a decision. I saw you when, girl, they ain't hungry. Nothing in this house is hungry. We're all fat. We do not lack for food in this household. What we lack is the ability to not eat it all. That's the problem in this household. So, Michelle, I saw that you want to own the kennel, and the other person is the money person. I saw all that. But I also feel like there's a decision that you're thinking about making that will move you more towards your goal, but it's a risk. And you're like, oh wow, oh wow. You know, I can't tell you to take the risk, but I can tell you that if you could take the risk with supreme confidence, and if you look at the blue-footed boobies standing there like, make a decision. Make a decision. Because that's what that card is all about. Maybe weigh your pros and cons, talk to other people, get other opinions, make a list, whatever you need to do. But if you can take this risk with full confidence, then I feel like you will definitely have that kennel sooner than you think, way sooner than you think. And let me just say this, not to be ugly to the person who has the kennel, but, and I saw what you wrote about them. I saw that. I feel like I feel like you have to be extra careful of that person. I don't know that how I see them as an opportunist. And that is a person who swoops in, even if it's to the detriment of somebody else. They won't create the problem, but if they see there is a problem and they have the opportunity to sweep in and benefit from it, they will do so, even if the other person is harmed by it. They won't create it, but they'll take advantage of it. And I see them as that person. Sorry, whoever you are, but that's how I see it. So you've got to be super vigilant, and that means keeping your eyes wide open. But not just these eyes, your third eye. Okay. I sincerely hope that was helpful. So you're going to want to work with blue-footed booby, the Two of Swords, llama, and lemur. And I would, and you know what? You could even try alpacas, but I really think it's llamas. And they are not the same animal, you guys. They're not. Okay. Moving on. Murph. Mary Murph. Oh, thank you. All right. Thank you, Terry, Teresa, and Rose. You've got to tell me how much, and that way I know. Okay. All right. We did M. Okay. Yeah. Mary Murph. Yeah, she donated right before you did, Christina, so I'm getting to you. Already read Emily. Okay. Murph, I think you're still here. Hold on. Let me text you back. Whoa! Okay, give me some latitude, you guys. I'm trying. I really am trying to get with the program. Holy guacamole. Okay. No problem. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Mary Murph, I thought you texted me. I'm pretty sure you did. And now I don't see the text because my phone is blowing up. Ah! You did. Okay. Mary, I'm gonna... Okay, thank you, Ma. Everybody say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Ah, thank you, Terry. All right, let me... Terry, Teresa, and Rose. You guys, I gotta read everybody before I start crying. You're being so generous, and I'm so appreciative. This will mean the world to them. The world. Love you too. Catch you later. You know, Mary, I think you're still here, maybe, Mary? You haven't responded to the text. Don, do you actually want a reading this time? Yes, Christina, Ma was moderating. If somebody wants to take over moderating for me, my soul sister Teapot is sick as a dog today. She couldn't make it, and I really am doing my level best to try to keep everything organized and stay in my psychic spidey zone. You know, yes, I saw Terry. I wrote it down on my page. Okay, Mary Murph, are you still there? Mary Murphy, that's funny, Don. Okay, going once. Mary, please text me back or put in the chat that you're still here. If not, I'm going to move on to Christina, and then I can circle back to you. But I still have a list of a list of a list. Holy guacamole. What? Yay! Dove. Okay, Dove. All right. Y'all love the thorns. 7 is Dove. Sweet Jesus, thank you so much. Oh, Laura, that's sweet. Okay, Jasmine, there is another. Hey, Kim Teal, can you just piss off and stop being a scammer? What do you get out of it? What is the value you get out of trying to scam people? Why? Why do you do that? But you're blocked now. Bam. I hate scammers. There's just no point in it. Thank you, Dove. I appreciate it. I'm trying to keep everybody in order. I'm not doing a good job. Because donations are going everywhere. Some people know how to do the super chat. Some people don't. Some people are donating directly to Mystic Jungle because I didn't want Mystic Jungle to miss out on the money. So I see some PayPals. Some people have just PayPal'd me directly from yesterday. I need a drink. I made a drink today. That's some pot. Ooh. I make the best margaritas on the planet. No joke. Nobody makes a margarita better than I do. Nobody. I can't wait for Jon Snow either. Because feeling hot, hot, hot. Bump, 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 bump. Oh, if I were 30 years younger, he'd ignore me just like he'd ignore me now. But I would be 30 years younger. Hey, thanks, Jasmine. That is very kind of you. You donated yesterday also. All right. Ooh, girl. Margarita sorbet. Bam. All right. Yes, correct. That is Dove. Everybody meet Dove. She works with me here in my little quasi-empire. It's not an empire. Oh, it's more like a shack in the middle of the woods. But, okay. Ooh, Christina, I'm on to you right now. And here are the cards that have come for you. Christina Stone. Really, really, really. Really? Okay. So I'm going to get the serious stuff out of the way first. So, hey y'all, love the Thorns, which is Dove. Her name is Dove. If you've donated and I haven't gotten to you yet, will you please put in the chat that you donated, how much you donated, and I haven't gotten to you yet, and she's gonna keep me. Okay, now Mary Murphy's there. Okay, Mary, I've already started Christina's reading. Let me give her 10 minutes, and I'm gonna circle back to you. Okay. Woo. Okay. So, yeah, it's no worries, no worries. I was seeing you, just so you know. I could see you on chat. Maybe everybody else couldn't, but I could. Okay. Christina, let me get the serious stuff out of the way first. I feel like, and y'all, when I say I think or I feel like, sorry, Georgie's cat hair is now in my lipstick. I got a funny story to tell y'all that actually has to do with Christina Stone's reading. No joke. I feel like, and again, when I say I feel like or I think, that is the message coming from the spirit. And I work with the animal allies a great deal. That ethics have become vitally important to you. Vitally. Other people's ethics, your own ethics, how you move through this world, always being honorable, always being just a stand-up person. And again, something has, and I really don't like using this word because people, it's like there's a thing going on in the world right now. People want to call it triggered. People want to say absolutely or 100% or honestly. When people start to answer you something, honestly, blah, blah, no, I want you to lie to me. What? Just stop. But I really do feel like she's on my text, Christina. Pay attention to your reading, sister. Okay. So I just feel like other people's and your own integrity and ethics, notice I didn't say morals, and morals and ethics are very different, have just become vitally important to you. When I see cricket come for you, it's Jiminy Cricket, and it's from the Disney movie Pinocchio. When it, that is about teaching about ethics and choices and integrity, right? I can't even begin to tell you how that's going to hold you in such good stead, because something is unfolding for you. It's like you're laying out literally what I see you doing. And that's the other thing people say a lot. Literally, literally, literally. No, I want you to make it ambiguous. Yes, I know you're talking. Okay. I see you putting paver stones down, big stepping stones. And you're paving your path in a very deliberate way. And it's so good. It's just so good. You're laying down this awesome foundation of what? I don't know. But you're creating this amazing journey for yourself that is solid and it's real and it's awesome. But behind you, I see people following you. Not a lot of people. Meaning, Christina Stone, are you paying attention? Christina Stone, paging Christina Stone. Clean up on aisle 12. All right, listen. You did donate. Do you actually want your reading today, Dawn? You donate. You pay for readings. You win readings. You never schedule. I'm happy to read for you today, Dawn. You just got to tell me. Anyway, look, here's the story. You are Christina Stone, Christina Stone, Christina Stone. I hope you're very proud of yourself. And I hope you take a... You're such a Gemini! Hey, I donated yesterday. I didn't get my reading, but I can wait. Dawn. Okay, Gemini. Just know that whatever you're putting down right now is the best ever. And if it's a business that you're building or want to build, you don't have a lot of people, like tons and tons of people following you in whatever path this is. But the people that are there are people that have the finances to do what they want to do. So it's like a boutique-y kind of thing, a small, private, upscale, whatever it is. And it's just going to be fantastic. Now, that said, I feel like you're being really stubborn about something right now. You've got the butterfly and the 3 of cups. So, sometimes the cards just are what they are. And the picture that they paint is, well, getting back to that word literal, but it is what it is. It's black and white. It's simple, right? You don't have to use a quarter word when a nickel word will do. And there's some kind of metamorphosis you have to go through. It's a change, but you don't want to do the change. For some reason, you're super uncomfortable. You're super uncomfortable with the change, but you got to stop being stubborn and you got to make that change, because then it's the Three of Cups. Now, what's interesting about this is this came out several times yesterday, the Three of Cups. And in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, it's three gals. They're standing there with their arms intertwined, holding these beautiful golden chalices in tribute and celebration. It's just a great card. So, Christina, forgive me. I think I know that you have a business or want to start a business from before, because you're such a love. You've been with me a while. And Christina, do you have a business or want to start a business? God, I know you do. I just know you do. And I believe I know that from before. But there's something that's not, it's not doing it right now. Oh my God. Mary Murph. I don't know why this is happening, but the Three of Cups is for you as well. Try to remind me when I get into your reading. That's weird. Okay. Let me pull another couple cards for you, Christina. I want to talk about this. All of a sudden, you go quiet on the chat. I'm asking you for confirmation. You go quiet. Really? Really? Cricket and praying mantis. Okay. I could say the obvious, look before you leap. Both crickets and praying mantis stay perfectly still until they're ready to leap. And both of them, they can leap like nuts, like 10 times their body length or something. Their leaping capabilities is Olympic worthy. Seriously. But the look before you leap for whatever this is that you want to do. Oh, Kabiru. Roxanne Carter. I don't know your name, but if somebody named Kabiru Abbas, I'm just going to call him Kabiru Ass, has inbox me because I'm called to your energy. That's a scam, and now that person's blocked. Okay. Right, Christina. Okay, now, I knew that you wanted to start that business. I could remember that in the back of my mind. But these cards have never come out for you before. This message has never come out like this before, ever. And that tells me that you really are in a place, yeah, look before you leap, but something about you is being stubborn about something that will move you forward. There's a change that needs to be made, possibly a way of doing things that other people are saying, well, if you did it this way, or you should do it this way, or whatever. And you're like, no. But I gotta tell you, they're at least partially right. You should listen to them, because it's what your stubbornness is what's standing in the way of you and taking that leap. Mary Murph, I think I just figured out the problem. You just typed in Georgie, and Georgie, if you're seeing Georgie, you're about 15 minutes behind in the chat and in the video. So there's something going on with lag time with you. Sorry. Christina, you're going to do very, very well if you will allow that transmutation, that shape-shifting. If you'll allow that change to take place, you're going to do great. So I hope that you'll consider that. All right, one last card. All right, so what I'm really asking this time is, the intention I'm setting is just show me the outcome. I am having we're back again with the shark and the devil. Oh my God, Christina, come on now. There's the high priestess. What is it you do? But we've got the shark, the apex predator. You got to go after it. You've got to be fearless. You've got to smell that one drop of blood and go. Just giddy up, giddy up, get gone. Go, girl. Don't get round to it. Go. I don't know. I don't know what else is I can tell you, except for you just saw a picture of a lemur. That's awesome, Mary. I know you already work with high priestess energy, but I don't know that you work with spider energy. That could be a really good energy for you to work with right now, because the high priestess takes no shiitake mushrooms and she makes her decisions and she goes for it, and she's got all of that mystics everything behind her. So I hope that's helpful. Thank you very much. And Mary Murph, you are so far behind in this chat that I don't. Okay, let me get to Mary Murph. And then, okay, right, Mary Murph. Okay, and then Elisa Manzini, are you here anywhere still? Elisa Manzini? Good. I hope you go through those changes. Mary Murph. This card just fell out, and that's interesting because it came out earlier today. And that is the Hawk, which is the Ace of Swords. Now, I want to go back to the celebration thing, the Penguin card, the Three of Cups. All of a sudden, when I was in Christina's energy, I love you too, Janet. Thank you for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel like, look, you and I are both of a certain age, right? People don't necessarily need a mountain to climb when they're our age. I'm a mountain climber. Until the day that my spirit goes, oh, look at the time, and I exit stage right, I will find something to conquer, something to climb. And I don't mean conquer like to be powerful over something, but a goal I have set, a thing that has been shown to me that I should bring and breathe life into this world. I'm telling you now, I'll be in mid-sentence creating something and driving it forward, clunk, and there I'll go. That's how it's going to happen. And I just feel like, you're happy enough. Things are okay enough. And that's awesome. But, that's awesome, but it's not enough for you. Not at this time in your life. You've got to be the Ace of Swords. You've got to cut through the meh and find your way to the celebration. And so, Elisa, I'm so glad you're still here. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Okay, after Mary Murph, which I'm reading now, Elisa, you're next, okay? All right, listen, you guys, I'm going to get as many of these as I can. I'm going to stay late. I'm going to go ahead and stay on till 2, so anybody that wants to stay, I will try to get everybody read today, but those of you that did the bigger donations, like Letitia, I've got to have you email me at Bernadette@whatismyspiritanimal.com. Let me put it back in. Bernadette at whatismyspiritanimal.com. No apology necessary, Elisa. It's okay. This has been a cluster of a morning. Just because me moderating and trying to be psychic and trying to respond to people is not working. Okay. That's me. Bernadette at whatismyspiritanimal.com. So if I don't get to you by 2 o'clock, I'm not trying to slight you. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I just haven't seen your donation. I don't know. Please just email me and I will hook a brother and sister. I'll hook anybody up. If you're pink with purple polka dots and you got a unicorn horn, be my friend. Come to Florida and be my friend, but I will hook you up. Okay. So Mary Murph, that's the first thing I'm going to start with, right? Is I don't know. I just feel like you could use some good jazz, some good jazzing up right now. And that would be very helpful to you. For what purposes, I don't know. also, what is this? Okay, y'all. So the culmination of what I do, my job, my career, my calling, whatever, is that I generate income to be able to give to animal charities that specifically fight against cruelty and the suffering of animals. They seek to end it. Mystic Jungle is an example. They take in animals other people would not take. They rehab them. They, um, they keep them if they can't be re-released. They're doing what they can for those animals so that they don't suffer any longer, or, you know, and so all of that said, the way that I go about that is through also helping people become more deeply connected to the natural world, to learning more about animal spirit guides, power animals, totem animals, for healing, for love, for support, for guidance, for all of those things. And Mary, I just feel like you it's kind of like it's something you don't even know that you want or that you need until somebody points out something. Like in your energy, I don't know. Oh, now I know. Okay, I get it. Let me just say this. I always say stay wild. That is my tag phrase. Stay wild. Because when you do so, when you don't let anyone else hold you hostage, when you don't let anyone else or yourself pin you down, suppress you in any way, and you can move through the world without fear. And Christina Stone, I absolutely believe it's fear of finances. Totally get that. Working with the animal allies can help you remove the fear blocks that you have, because what you think you have, you may not have. You may think it's one thing. What you find out, the root cause is something very different. And the animal allies can do that because they're raw, they're real. There's no psychobabble. Some person named Freud came up with something and everybody thought it was made sense. And, okay, I'm not denigrating Freud. There's truth in just about everything, at least some modicum of truth. Okay. So, right. I got you, Mary. Yep. Okay. There's some modicum of truth to that. Really a lot of different things. And you start to blend them all together, and what you find is eradicating the fear will let you live a life that maybe you only dreamed that you could live or didn't believe you could. And so I do help animals, and my job is to help relieve their pain and suffering. But that humans are animals too. And when we are trapped in fear, when we are suppressing ourselves, or we're allowing someone else to suppress us, that's pain and suffering. The human spirit is not made to be in bondage at all. No animal spirit is made to be in bondage. It is an atrocity against the animal kingdom, of which humans belong to that phyla. That's it. So it might seem at first glance that and what all this has to do with you, Mary Murph, is I don't feel like you've got really any fears that are holding you back. I just think there is a misunderstanding of a malaise that is holding you back. Meaning, in your mind, you're thinking, life is what it is, and it's this and it's that. But you're not. The produce aisle. You can go ahead and denigrate Freud. He's problematic. God, systematic. I love it. Problematic. He's problematic. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But that being said, um, that being said, I just, Mary, your job right now is to find your way to celebrating, but celebrating with a full, glad and open heart, where you're really, you are part of the celebration. You're not observing this. Oh my gosh, that's it. Why couldn't the spirit animals tell me that 10 minutes ago? Sweet bejeebus. Okay, Mary, it's like you've become an observer of life, but you're not living life. Now, maybe that resonates with you, and maybe it doesn't. But even if it doesn't, that doesn't make it not true, because I just, what you think is a place of peace and balance that you've come to is that you just don't even know it. You've lulled yourself right into a like a trance. You gotta, Mary Murph, I need a drink too. You and me, sister, we should all do a Zoom where we're having our nefarious, our various and sundry drinks, and just chat about stuff. That would be fun. I have friends that do that with family and friends all around the world. They have happy hour via Zoom. It's hilarious. All of that said, I really encourage you to start working with Penguin. I really encourage you to do that, and really encourage you to work with the King of Cups, or the Three of Cups, because that's the Penguin card. And I just think that it will benefit you greatly. And again, it's like you wake up and it's awesome for something that you didn't even know you were lacking, or you were not lacking but missing. Boo Zoom. Alyssa Manzini. Boo Zoom. That's funny. I'm totally going to steal that. I'm absolutely going to steal that. That's cool. See, I just said absolutely. Even I'm suffering. Even I'm falling into the trap. No. All right, Murph, I hope that was helpful. I really do hope that was helpful. All right, so. All right, Elisa, you're next. You're next on the list that I had. So here we go. Okay. Elisa, can you... Oh, I hope it's Elisa, not Eliza. I actually know a lady who spells her name Eliza the same way you spell your name. If it's Elisa, could you put a number 1? If it's Eliza, could you put a number 2? Oh, I love it. You're going to ask a question. Ooh, Elisa. Got it. See, I was totally wrong. Elisa. Thank you. Thank you for that. Elisa. What animal can help you in regaining your psychic original alignment? Yep. You are most welcome. Thank you. Thank you for the donation. Elisa. Let me just tell you something. Centaur almost never comes out. Almost never. And yet it came out twice today. But I'm telling you, in the last year, if Centaur has come out 6 times, I'm overstating it. Whenever I see Centaur show, I know that Centaur is the person that I'm reading. Just a wild and free spirit. They're the one that, if they're in a group of friends, they're the ones that cut through the BS for everybody. You are so kind. Oh wow, that's cool. Oh, Eliza. Well, there you go, because half human, half horse, right? So that's what I said is, whenever the Centaur comes out, which is almost never, I know that is the nature of the person that I'm reading. So you're that friend, right? And I can really identify that. it is, it is, you're the person that doesn't want to say the hard things to people. I don't want to tell people the hard things. I don't want to be the canary in the coal mine. I don't. It has caused me more drama in my life than you can possibly fathom. But if I love somebody and I care for somebody and I respect somebody, they've how do I honor them in any better way than telling them the truth? Now, I don't mean the truth as I see it, because my truth is not your truth, which is not this person's truth, or it might be all three of our truths. Don't know till you're in the situation, right? But you're that friend. You're that friend that has the courage to step up to the plate and take care of business, even if it's hard. So that said, the way you asked for the animals, you asked for the, oh my God, that's it, man. I've made it through what, two and a half hours and not boohooed yet, but this may make me boohoo. So you asked what would get you in alignment and get you back. And I don't know. Let me just go through these animals because I'm really kind of speechless. Turkey. Now, it may not seem like turkey is all that, but I'm going to get turkey in a minute because it is all that. It's everything. Turkey is everything. But then look at these cards. Look at the kindness. Look at the love. Look at the nurturing. Look at the caring. Look at, I mean, oh my gosh. It is, that's how you get back. You've got to get out of your head and get into your heart. Now, for somebody like you, that's going to be tough because you're so, I just am hearing that you are very learned about true metaphysics, which is different than spirituality. Metaphysics is different than spirituality. But you've become such a master and so learned that a lot of times you're leading with your head, with your brain, instead of your heart, because you're building, what's the word I'm looking for? Systems. You're building systems. So I don't know if you teach or, I don't know if you teach or you run a facility or something that involves you creating systems, but these systems are healing systems. So maybe you're in the medical profession or something like that, because they're designed specifically to I keep hearing to heal, to heal, to heal, to heal. Eliza, are you a healer? Are you yeah. Okay, so look, this is a story. You've got to get back in your heart. You've got to come from your heart and not from what you know is the right path, the right way to do things, the powerful way to do things, the meaningful way, the thoughtful, like all of those healing systems. Yeah. And you've got to feel your way through it, right? And the only way you're going to do that is with love. Now, let me give you a particular, for instance. Recently, everybody takes it on the chin every now and again. And recently, somebody got me. You've studied philosophy your whole life. Well, there you have it. Okay. I did not admire. Let me just say, I did not respect the way somebody recently just handled something that their decision was not the problem. The fact was they didn't tell me their decision until I asked. And it was told to me much longer than it should have been after the fact. And based on trusting their word, I made some decisions that have now made me have to go back and do some cleanup, and it's a little uncomfortable. Nobody's house has fallen down, but it was not cool. But instead of cutting through the chase and saying, look, this is so and so on and so forth. I met their heart with mine and worked through the conversation and worked through the situation, still working on it, but truly, honestly, in a place of love, because I do care very deeply for this person. And I know that it was their lack of backbone that led them to do what they did. Well, why am I going to be mad at somebody for that? Do I wish they had a stronger backbone? Of course I do. But from that place of love, man, oh man, oh man, did that teach me a lot, and it helped me expand my heart energy, if that makes any kind of sense. Now, let me go to the turkey, and then you guys, I am so sorry. It is 2:00. I have got to go. Would you guys please, if I have not read for you yet and you paid, please, 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 I'm begging you, please, start putting it in the chat. Dove is going to get it. Please email me, Bernadette at whatismyspiritanimal.com, whatismyspiritanimal.com. I will schedule you next week for the reading. I will get you your reading. You have been so generous and so kind and so flippin' patient through this thing. I thank you. But let me tell you, yeah, right, Mary? Exactly. So I won't go into the whole story now, but there is a Native American story that was told to me. I was in Arizona, and was told to me by a true Native American about how turkey saved the world. And when the coronavirus thing came out, everybody freaked and was like, oh my God, what are the animals guiding us through this? And I was like, I don't know. They haven't come to me yet. And 6 weeks into the biggest, scariest part of the pandemic, I was standing with my ex-husband in my house. We're still very good friends. And we were talking, and I looked, and there was a wild turkey on top of my neighbor's house. Okay, now turkeys are not known for their flight prowess. They're very clunky birds. And yes, there's a protected wetland in the back of me, but I've lived here for 4 years, almost 5. I've never seen a turkey in my dang life back there. Never. I've had deer jump over my fence. A big old buck about knocked me down one day. I was watering my flowers, and I heard, but and I turned around, and here comes this buck, and I went, hey! And he did this, and he skirted to the side. He went sailing over the fence, but he was in such a panic. I don't think he saw me. He was going to knock me right down. Anyway, that said, I had just been talking to my ex-husband about why I couldn't, he doesn't care about this stuff. He was just humoring me. Why, of all people, because I'm the spirit animal lady. I'm the animal spirit guide lady. I'm that lady. Why they hadn't sent me a spirit guide, and I saw a movement out of the corner of my eye. I turned around, it was a dang turkey. I was like, well, there you have it. And there's a whole long story that ensues after that. But basically, at the end of the day, you are going to be saving the world in your own way. You've got to do what you're doing, more of it, lead from a place of love, but don't become so like this that you don't still have that centaurness about you, because that is the very thing that is going to work wonders in this world. That is the very thing. So I hope that was helpful. I love you all very much. And when I know people say that, but I mean it. If I could read today for every single one of you, Swanee, I would. I just can't. So for those of you that made the donations, I promise you, I will get to you. Please email me, Bernadette at whatismyspiritanimal.com. You can text me. My number is everywhere on the internet, but let me put it in here again. If I don't get to you today, it is a holiday weekend. In about 3 hours, I got company piling into my house like you don't even want to know. But over the weekend, I will get back with you. I'll send you my scheduler. You can schedule however much time you did. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I know Mystic Jungle thanks you. Jungle Jamie, Vera, and Mark Chappels. I know they do. I will be back on live next week after the holiday. And next week readings are free like they always are. So thank you, thank you, thank you, a million thank yous. And what do I always say, everybody? Do good for animals, including yourself, and stay wild. Have a great holiday.